Inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault, and that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. First 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. And his first look is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker. But I don't think he got there. He did not. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll run. It's Henry. And, boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. They got to get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Gave a glimpse of his power that time. And then brought down at the 30.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
That last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000 is a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
They'll look to throw again. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Tommy Tremble, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
And he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play. Not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Back to throw. Pickett. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Looking to throw. Pickett.
He'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry, and very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. And he's able to make a nice play there to small up the ball carrier.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st. Back to throw. Pickett. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
On 1st and 10, Pickett. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On second down, here's Henry. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Nothing our score after one.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Derrick Henry trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Henry out of the pistol. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from taking the lead. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Carolina.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Jamal Agnew now to return it.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Second down, they go again with Henry.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
49 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
A first down carry for Henry. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Steps away. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to look deep for more. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown!
Terrace Marshall.
His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead now stands at 13. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. To return, here's Agnew.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again to Henry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Pickett. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. He sets to fire deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. To return, here's Agnew. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll set up to throw.
Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They go play action here on first down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They're going to look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. Throw left side complete. That's Marshall. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this will be incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
There's the stiff arm. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play.
And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. DJ Moore, as time expires in the first half. And the Panthers would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach. With it. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Now back to throw. Taking a shot here for Marshall.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 38, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
There's Tremble, the tight end.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to look deep for Moore. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. To return, here's Agnew.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Jonathan Allen in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. To throw on 2nd down. Pickett, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 32, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
He'll look to throw.
That caught by Trimble.
It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. Looking to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll drop to throw. For Marshall, that's complete.
And he is going to have the Panthers 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and
3. They'll look to throw again. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Well, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
1st down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Panthers.
Tommy Trimble
with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Panthers have got it on cruise control. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. To return, here's Agnew.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Henry again on 2nd down.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and we'll still get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll buy some time right. And that's caught inside the 35. And down to the 20. It's a big play for the Jaguars. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run it again with Henry.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Off the bootleg. Pickett. Flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. Check. 58, right over there, yeah.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Pickett. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Henry.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jaguars get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Badgley on for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Carolina. Tommy Tremble, 39 yards. And the Panthers are looking as if they'll move it to 7-2 as they add on to this lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
That one caught out wide by Boykin. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To throw on 2nd down, Pickett. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he goes out of bounds, it looks like right at the 50.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He targets Ingram for another grab. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. That catch good for only a couple.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Well, a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Check 24, check 24.
They'll run for it with Henry. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on fourth down. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all three timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
Hard to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They've been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
He finds his man, complete. That's more. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Folasade Oluwakin. And the Jags will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 21, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Panthers, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5.